Well, hello. Welcome to Integrative Preparedness. I'm Steve Smith, and how are you all today? Well, I was just sitting here minding my own business and editing the latest book. Yeah, for those of you who don't know what it is, The Hostages to Fortune. And something came up on the latest Nothing to Worry About, It's All a Coincidence stage about a bunch of fires that have been hitting Pemex facilities both in Mexico and in Texas. And it drew my attention, as you can imagine, and it should draw yours too. Before we get underway here, and I'll get into the details of this, but I just want you all to remember that no matter what ads YouTube puts on these videos, they're all brought to you by my books, the Stonemont series, the Reversion, Revival, Renewal, and Appeal to Heaven, and the Blessings of Freedom. And now coming up, probably next week, the Hostages of Fortune. These are the complete guide to how to prepare for, how to survive, and how to rebuild after a complete, did I say complete, collapse of the system? That's right, and how to get them is right down there below in the information section or the description box or whatever it is. How to get them from Amazon in both paperback and Kindle. If you don't have them, you should get them. You'll want to read them. You'll learn a lot, and you'll love the story. Okay, so I'm busily editing the latest book, and I get a ding, and look what pops up. And this is from oilprice.com. 3 fires at Pemex facilities in one day. Okay. This was put out today, but I believe they happened yesterday. Okay, I'll read this to you and we'll talk a little bit about it. Mexico's state-owned oil company, I'm reading from their article, Pemex, which stands for Mexican Petroleum, saw 3 fires. Anybody holding Pemex stock, you might want to, saw 3 fires in one day at 3 separate facilities. Nah, right? Coincidence. 3 separate facilities that it operates in Mexico and the United States. Pemex reported on Thursday a fire at the storage facility Tuxtepetl in the state of Veracruz. I can't say the first word, but I can say the second one pretty well, Veracruz. The fire started in the drilling equipment for reasons that are yet unknown. Yeah. 5 workers are unaccounted for after the incident, while 3 others are being treated for their injuries in hospital, Pemex said. Later on Thursday, the company said that there was a fire at the Minatitlan refinery in the same state of Veracruz. The fire was contained, they say, but 5 workers were injured. 1, an accident. 2, suspicious, right? They say that the refinery hasn't stopped operations. They're always going to put that. Nothing to worry about. It hasn't affected this at all. The cause of this fire is assumed to be the spilling of product on a hot surface. Well, it had to do it, wouldn't it? A 3rd fire in one day at a Pemex facility occurred in the Pemex-run refinery in Deer Park, Texas. A fire incident was reported at one of the units in the Deer Park refinery on Thursday, according to a community alert quoted by Reuters. They said they're handling it within the refinery. Pemex facilities have often suffered incidents in recent years. In November, 19 people, including Pemex workers and civil protection personnel, were injured after a leaking pipeline exploded in Veracruz. 2 months prior to this incident, a gas pipeline run by Pemex exploded in the Mexican state of Tabasco. I like your sauce. In September, causing a fire, and leading to the evacuation of all workers at the Paradon hydrocarbon separation station. In another major explosion involving Pemex's assets, a fire broke out at a Pemex oil platform in the Bay of Campeche in the southern Gulf of Mexico in August. Yeah, it was back in 2022. The fire, which occurred during maintenance, killed 5 workers and injured another 6, and resulted in a reduction in Pemex's production and output. Okay. Well, you know, this wouldn't be of any concern unless we had other explosions lately or other fires in manufacturing plants or trains or oil transport, oil petroleum delivery systems, or if we weren't having trouble along the border, this would be of absolutely no concern. Okay, you all know where I'm going here. Should you be concerned? Of course you should be concerned. I don't have to go into that. I'll just say this, because I'm going to get back to editing this book. I'm trying to get this done by today, end of today. And that is, do you have the ability to store fuel? If you do, you should. You should store whatever fuel you have the ability to store. That means capacity, money to whatever, And there will be people that will come on here and say, well, this company doesn't have the best safety record, and sometimes these things just happen. And to which I would respond, hey, Pemex Public Information Officer, I'm so glad you found this channel. Now, I'm a suspicious kind of guy. 1 or 2, all right. When we have a pattern like this, something is going on. What it is, I don't know, you don't know, we'll never know, probably. Remember that undersea pipeline that blew some time back? Have we heard anything about that lately? But the thing is, the effect it can have on you. How it's used as an excuse for shortages, how it's used, or whatever. This could go any other way. The solution to this is simple, okay? You don't need to get all wrapped up and wound around the axle about why, what's going on. You just need to know the solution, and that is store fuel. Store fuel. Let your friends know about this. Spread this around. If you care about somebody, tell them to fill up their tank, put a couple of extra gas cans, out in the backyard in a safe place, or 50, 55-gallon drums. And I did say 50, 55-gallon drums. Whatever you can do. If you own a gas station, that would be the best. You all remember that we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow. And you have a good day. Go top off. We'll see what happens with this. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.